Hello, 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 everybody. Root Beer here with another quick channel update. So we just finished off the 2007 Euclid paper. The 2007 papers are all done. You can go take a look at them, any of them, not just the Euclid. And so you might be expecting the 2008 papers. Well, it's the end of summer. I have a couple classes I have to teach in the fall, and one of them is brand new to me. One of them is a course I haven't ever taught before. I think I've tutored it once or twice, very briefly, like sort of exam prep tutoring, but I never actually have taught it before. And, it's my job. I want to be a good teacher. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off from making videos to be focusing on preparing, making sure I understand the class, writing out my lesson plans well in advance, seeing what works and what doesn't work. So you might be thinking, okay, so what's going on? Well, you're not going to be getting the 2008 Waterloo contest papers right away. Okay, when I start getting settled into the course, should be happening around mid-September, I'll start recording things like the grade 7, grade 8 Gauss papers, and we'll be working our way up from there. And I don't anticipate too much difficulty in preparing to teach this first year course that I'm having to teach for the first time. But what does this mean for the channel until I get sort of up and running with the university course courses I have to teach in the fall? So I see these things coming, and I anticipate them. So earlier in May of this year, I had some spare time, and so rather than just do some more Waterloo contests, get caught up on that, what I did was I really need to rehearse these things better. What did I do? I found there was a math contest that I didn't know existed until late last year, and so I took a little time, and it's actually been running for quite some time, but the files that you can find online are only for like the last 10 years or so. So I took a little time, and I went through all those. So what you're going to be seeing for the next couple weeks are just some pre-recorded things I did sort of May, June when I had some spare time. And that's the Manitoba Math Contest, and maybe a couple other things that I have pre-recorded, just till I can get back to the Waterloo contest. Now, the Manitoba contests, which here's the 2008 one, and you can get this contest by clicking the link in the description if you want to take a look at it before I get to it. So this is the 2008 Manitoba Math Competition, and it's 10 questions. It's aimed at grade 12 level, and it's not as hard as say, the Euclid. I think, if I recall correctly, I compare this contest a fair bit to the Euclid, just because, it's the only other contest I know of that's aimed specifically at grade 12 level. But there are 10 questions, and as I say, I think they're a little easier. You have about 2 hours to do this contest, whereas, say, the Euclid, you have 2.5. But I really like this contest. I like it. I've talked to the guy who makes it, or, well, the guy who coordinates making it. Like most math contests, there's sort of a committee of people who make it. And it's, I like it. It's put together fairly nicely, but what I really like is that it fits quite well with the difficulty level. So it's aimed at grade 12. Euclid's aimed at grade 12, but if you're your average grade 12 student, you're not getting 8, 9, and 10 on the Euclid. That's just not happening. Maybe you'll try 8A, maybe you'll try 10A, but you don't really have a snowball's chance in hell of getting 10C if you haven't done math contests before and you are just an average grade 12 student. Whereas with this contest, I find the 2-hour time limit's quite reasonable, and the questions are, while they do get harder as you go along, it's not some ridiculous jump at the last click. Yeah, question 10 is hard, and you do have to have your wits about you to be attempting it, but it's not completely unreasonable that you might try and get it if you're just an average grade 12 student. So I quite like it. I don't think the paper is quite the equal of the Euclid, but I think it's great practice for the Euclid nonetheless, because they still want fairly written up solutions, like not super rigorous proofs, but this contest does want you to justify what you're doing for the most part, especially for those later questions. So for people who want a grade 12 level contest where you do practice your writing things up, this is a great contest to look at. What else do I want to say here? I had another comment that I thought of a moment ago. What did I want to say about this contest? Oh well. Yeah. So I'll be going through the 2008 this week, 2009 next week. Maybe the 2010 next, the week after, until I start getting more prepared for, or start to feel like I am. The words are not coming well today. Until I start feeling really confident with my finite math course that I'm having to teach right now. Yeah, so since my words are failing me, I think I'm just going to end it there. But yeah, so stay tuned for these Manitoba Math Contests. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Now, you might not have heard of this contest because it's really only written in Manitoba. I think they're trying to expand it to some of the adjacent provinces like Saskatchewan and I think Northern Ontario. Um, and it's written the same day as the Pascal-Killian Fermat, the grade 9, 10, 11 multiple choice Waterloo contests. And I like that they do that, that they choose to write it the same day because, it gives the grade 12 math contest enthusiasts something to do that day. And it also comes before the Euclid, so it's great prep for the Euclid. I think if you do well on this, the Manitoba Math Contest, the MMC, you can get offered scholarship stuff to University of Winnipeg or something like that. I think it's University of Winnipeg where the organizer is located. But once again, my words are failing me, so I'm just going to end it there. So 2008 Manitoba Math Contest, click the link in the description if you want a copy. It'll take you to their website as well, and you can read the solutions before I get to it, and you can peruse, try more recent contests. As I said, I do have all the MMCs done from 2008 to 2017. There are older ones, but they're very hard to get my hands on, and so I don't want it to be difficult for you guys to get them either. So we'll just start with the 2008, and I'll start posting more regular Waterloo contests in about a month or so as I get more adjusted to my new course. All right, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys for the Manitoba Math Contest in just a little bit.